on Marvel Rivals. This is episode 3 of my How to Play Marvel Rivals type of series. I don't even know what to call it because it's really an in-depth analysis on each character, more so than what I've seen for other videos and other YouTubers, that general thing. Now, each character in this game is beautiful in so many different ways. First, each character in this game, and I don't have a cold open for this one or a good gameplay to begin with. I will have good gameplay later in the video for Groot. I have not played Wolverine enough, and I can't right now, being loud is not a good idea because everyone, or not everyone, my mom's trying to sleep in the other room, and being loud will wake her up. And recently, right now, my luck is just very shit. Uh, I'm going to be doing a three-parter in this video. Wolverine, Hulk, and I think Groot. No, not Groot. I already did Groot. Shit. I was gonna do a three-parter. Just gonna stick to the two-parter. Wolverine and Hulk. Wolverine, Hulk. Is the two that I'm going to be showing off, and I did do a good Hulk video that I did, or the good Hulk match that I did save and have ready to go, I believe. Now, both of those characters have a very good synergy, and sorry about the noises there. I am very thirsty and I don't have anything to drink, which sucks. Words. Both of these characters are very unique for how they function. First, Wolverine. I'm going to focus on Wolverine to begin with, finish Wolverine, and then going to go to Hulk. Wolverine is a very good dive character. If you think about Overwatch type terminology, he is maximum dive, or anti-dive. You go in the other way, pull somebody out like a victim, kind of like an inverse Roadhog hook. Instead of pulling them to you, you pull them with you, kind of thing. But each character has unique things that you really need to go to the website to figure out or to read. You can figure it out in gameplay, but I did figure this out from a YouTube video. I think a couple others, but I can't really specify one for Wolverine's actual passive. First, his kit is designed around getting in and constantly swinging, obliterating one target specifically with a decent bit of getting out. This character is also the first character, and the only character that I can really think of, that really needs some tweaking here and there for his overall kit. I'll get to that when I get to that. First, his kit is designed around getting in there, with that ability specifically, to have that faster swing speed to obliterate somebody. Now, the reason why my abilities then go on cooldown is because you can actually turn off cooldowns and get friendly fire, just have fun and goof off and see what you can actually do. Now, that entire thing, though, the entire damage, all the damage there, was how that works and how much damage you're going to be doing in an actual game against Punisher. I pick a Punisher because the Punisher is pretty good if people understand how he use or how he's used, but I'll do a Punisher Hela video because both these characters are really good. I am nowhere near good with Hela because I'm not good with the no zoom rifle type of playstyle. I am not good at that. I need a little bit of zoom, and I know that's weird, but I need a little bit of zoom. Going to Hulk, because both these two characters have very interesting counterplays against each other. Now, watch this damage. I did tack in a L2 there, or a lunge, because it felt good with the TTK there, but if you notice something interesting, they seem very similar, very simpatico. Hulk has so much more health than Punisher. That's why I said damage, not TTK, even though I did care about the TTK for visuals. It is the exact same damage, relatively speaking, for Punisher to Wolverine when you go by health bar, because per health bar maximum, not what they have currently, Wolverine does more damage. So say for an example, I will show off step by step. Health bar here. Health bar here, and then look at how much health his ult has. So imagine, or his second ult, relatively speaking, his going into Hulk from Bruce Banner is basically a third ability or fourth ability that I'll get into. It's very interesting how it actually functions, and I'm supposed to use it. Now, look at this health bar. Imagine what Wolverine would do to that. If he is allowed to do that, if you're allowed to actually get that off, you can do some crazy damage. And speaking of that, he can do some crazy damage in his ult, without doing the typical grab a dude, puny got their ass, be it any character. Now, going back to Wolverine, because I do want to focus on Wolverine to begin with. Last video was not that good, because I just done fucked up. Now, Wolverine's kit overall is very good for focusing I was gonna say Titan, but same word. Tank. We're saying first letter. Focus a tank, obliterate them, get the fuck out. Now, with that, his abilities are very, very good for a whole lot of things. His R1, or my R1, technically, is the pop, and then boom, you have bonus damage reduction. Now, or damage reduction in general. I don't know how much it is, but it is that amount. All these different things are very good, but there's slight tweaks that I highly think is needed. Like, for an example, his passive, I do want to make sure I get this to function. I don't know how it functions exactly, but I know they do a lot of damage, so I'm just going to try and get this up to 100, and then get down to trigger that. Okay, that passive is gorgeous. Being able to just boom, have that boom right then and there. I did not know it did that. I think you have to not take damage for that to work. I don't know it did that. But it takes way too long to come back. That is the only thing. It could be on a 13-second, something like that, cooldown.
Here come our next
Excuse me,
victims.
maybe a little bit longer. Like, 13-second is on par with, like, other abilities in the same general genre, and that is what I'm talking about. These are why these tweaks kind of are needed, because every single character in this game is on par with what I'm saying. Because of what Wolverine does, how Wolverine functions, different things like that. Now, that is the only tweak to that passive. That passive is gorgeous to allow him to stay in the fight, beat Wolverine, and just keep on slaughtering if needed, but it's meant to be a good in and out tool, good survival tool. It's not meant to be a constant, you are immortal, because of how gameplay is functioning. But technically Wolverine should be basically immortal, but it feels good with lore, and not lore, but with lore mixing with good proper gameplay. That's why this game is gorgeous. It is a nerd's fever dream, basically. Now, this game also has a lot of movement. Basically, every single character, even Iron Fist, has some crazy movement. I'll get into Iron Fist in a later video. That was the third. That was the third Iron Fist. Okay. Because I'm talking about movement right now, I'm going to get into Iron Fist a little bit more. Or a little bit later down the video. I think I'm going to go Wolverine, Iron Fist, then Hulk. But there's not going to be a lot of gameplay. I'm sorry about this, but this is just an info dump. This will help you play a whole lot better. And keep in mind, these boys have as much health as Luna Snow. Around there might be exact. I don't know exactly. But because I don't know exact numbers. But I did feel around and did figure out they have around the same amount of swings for specific characters, so they have around the same amount of health. Now, Wolverine's abilities for movement are this and this. You can use them in tandem like I just did, or by themselves. Like this is a good swing in for a good bit of damage. I'll actually show you. Good bit of damage. And that is actually a good bit of damage. Thinking about it, okay. Mixing with his passive, where each bit of that is giving you more and more damage, up to a point, and I am just going to swing that. That amount of damage, that's actually double the damage. Damn! Both of those abilities, both max charge and not max charge, is good damage if you take into consideration how much his swings are doing by themselves. His passive, and the fact that this game is gorgeous. Most characters, or a good bit of characters in this game, and I'm not going to cover Venom right now. I don't know why I went into there. I'm not going to cover Venom right now, but I did cover this a little bit. This is basically a long melee. Basically a long melee because you have to hit. Second. Okay, here there's no thuds there. That's the range of the melee. But it can do that. And here it's a rhythmic. Thud, 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 thud. You have to hit that entire volley on somebody, because if you miss a single one, it doesn't actually work. So, if you miss a single one, you get that less damage. It doesn't work for that single one, but each one still works. Now, because you have to do that, and sure, you can do a whole lot of damage, you can still do that. See the DPS. Say for an example, I'm missing, like completely early. Say for an example, they're also moving, not just me trying to miss on purpose. Say for example, they're doing that, and they're completely dodging. I'll do like 1 damage or 1 tentacle per volley, or I could just kind of guarantee it if I'm close enough, and just keep biting them. That's how gorgeous this game is. There is some benefit to just going on melee spree. And something gorgeous, some characters are designed around that, which is why their melee is a weapon. I don't know why I'm going in there again. But that is just a little touch on how even the melee ability, or the melee button, is still very handy. Unless it's like Groot, for an example, the melee isn't that handy as of right now, from my understanding, but it's decent. And that is from last video. If you haven't watched it, just a little bit there. And I highly suggest watching these videos in chronological order, because each video is a step up and up and up. I'm trying to do that for your pleasure. Now, going back to Wolverine, the benefit, or the passives, the passive itself needs to get that little bump there.
Very nice.
And speaking of not very nice, he should be a little bit more not nice with what I'm going to say. A suggestion for making him better. Nothing that I'm going to say is going to make him worse. Now, his passive, like I said, around like 13, 15-ish to 30. 30 is like the maximum, hard maximum. Any longer than that, it won't be as good. And I'm going by feeling, by how it can work in gameplay, different things like that. Because 30 seconds, you don't have a passive instant, I'm full health basically, is very good. Now, second, I really think his lunge that lunge should be on a where you look instead of what it is now. And I will just show you. It does do that a little bit. It needs to be more where you look instead of just like a grenade launcher, I guess. But even when looking down, it's not directly at your feet because you can actually. I do want to show this off, which is why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Let's do this.
Easily miss somebody even while looking straight down. You should be able to, like Wolverine would be able to, look at a bitch, say, I want you, and lunge into them. Kind of thing. Instead of having to run up close enough or burn another ability and then pop it. Having the ability to just get in there and say, you are mine, especially with the passive that gives you, is just gorgeous. It will flesh out his kit overall and make him better with keeping his passive. I don't think his passive is hidden passive of doing more damage, giving more health. I don't think that should be changed because of the amount of, it does around the same amount of damage, but when you're working with teammates against a tank, you're supposed to focus tanks, which is why you're the tank buster. But in 1v1 scenarios, Wolverine is amazing. In not 1v1 scenarios, it's not that good. But, sorry for saying but a whole lot. But, his lunge is perfect. I don't actually think I should, because if you can just lunge that same force, that same distance on where you're looking instead of however it functions now, I don't know the exact wordage, and be able to do that very easily, very well. Out of that, you can have a lot of movement, more than what you really need, relatively speaking, but good to have, like I'll get into Iron Fist. I'll get into Iron Fist next. And this actually goes segue. Alright, I should actually show off his ultimate, which is good. Tagging on everything else is just a good get in, fuck him up. His entire kit is good, get in and fuck him up, basically. But because of how long this is, with this, it actually kind of correlates to how long
You know my legacy.
I was gonna say Iron Fist like it was wrong, but this is how long his abilities take. And his double jump, you have to touch a ground or a wall, and I'll get into it a little bit more. And you did see the movement that you can do a little bit previously, but I'll get into more detail in this video, or previously as in last video. I covered a little bit because I used this to get into the firing range. I was gonna say shooting range and firing range there, so I flubbed up there. But firing range down below. Now, and I said flub up there because that is a genuine flub, not a fuck up. Fuck up, I don't know what that will be, but I do want to have more specification with words. Now, his abilities overall are very good for getting in, making sure people can't get away, and just obliterating shit. He is the only character I highly suggest having a sensitivity a little bit outside your comfort zone. Because look at how long that lunge is, and look at how long you can actually lunge from. So, if you can whip it around like a noodle, you can stick it to them, because all you're having to look for is that golden thing. Keep that golden thing on them. Don't even worry about your reticle. Hell, you can get rid of reticle. All you have to look for is that golden thing. That is it. And then you obliterate. Just as a little bit tip for his combat. Now, his overall movement is very insane, even with that, and then go from there. And see how there's that similarity between the cooldowns and different things like that between him and Wolverine. Even though the double jump isn't that long, or long of cooldown compared to his, double jump compared to Wolverine's lunge, or his L2, or my L2 lunge, it is still equivalent because he's meant to be more get in their face, not obliterate their face. He can obliterate their face unless somebody is shooting them, or two or more people are shooting Iron Fist and actually hitting the shots. Iron Fist can't do shit unless he is trying to avoid, because that's why you have 3 jumps. You're meant to be basically doing this, because see how they recharge like that, and then you have this as a get out, and then you pop this to heal. That general thing. That's your flow. And look at the cooldowns, look at what I'm doing to fully understand what I'm doing, but it's that general thing. That's why I wasn't really focused on anything, it was just the cooldowns. Because that's how this game functions, that's how this character functions. It is so amazingly art focused. It is gorgeous. Now, his L2 is where his kit gets a little bit more on the I'm going to delete you side of things. This is good constant damage that you can use against a flyer because keep in mind, oh yeah, I do need to cover this bit that I use but always kind of forget to really think about because it's just something I passively do. You can just fly a little bit, use this to scout out a little bit, and then get back onto a wall. Do it again. How's it going here? And then, woo! And then, you can do the cool thing of yeet, 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 grab again. And then I say, you want over here, going to your spawn area. Woo! I'm just doing that specific movement, but keep in mind you can use that movement literally on any wall, except, I do want to specify this because this will help you. This will help with the little jank you can experience in this game, because this game does have a little jank. But you can grab onto literally any surface, basically, which, if you touch it with your feet, you will reset your jump cooldown, basically. Like, just keep in mind, feet touch, you're good. Kind of thing. Feet touch, you're good. Just keep that playing in your mind, and you'll get very good with his movement. Now, when it comes to places like this, where there is a solid wall with a wall behind it, or a pillar beside it, that will fuck you up a good bit. Unless you do the very good thing of grab onto the pillar itself. If you try and just run against the wall, it won't work. I just want to help you out there, because this is an info dump, and I think more info, because there's just an info dump of video, is going to be handy. But keep in mind, you have a pause button for a reason. If it's getting too much, pause it, go do something else, get a glass of water in you, something. Do something to go make a better time of yourself, basically. I don't know better ways to put that. But his overall kit is a whole lot of get in there with a good bit of fuck him up. Now, one last thing on his movement overall with his wall run. If you don't move at all, if you just get on the wall and don't move with your movement stick or movement input at all, you'll be able to do a solid run to the side. And this is really important because sometimes you can run up when you don't want to, when you just want sideways movement. Like for an example, there we go. Now you give him a passive charge up, because it's basically passive. Fuck, hold it up a little bit. Say for an example, I just want to scout it out. I just want to see where boys are. Actually, holding up a little bit. Say I just want to scout where boys are. I can do something like that if I was a little bit better with it. And scout where boys are. Hearing where they are, general thing. And they can hear my footsteps. But I have an entire open field, an entire way to get out of there. Because when they start shooting me, I can just say, oh shit, woo! And I'm gone. Kind of thing. And then I can run on another wall, keep going, zoom, 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 zoom. That is why you sometimes might not want to actually hold up. When holding up can allow you to get into places like this. Little things like that allow this game to have a very good feel and a very good flow for how this game functions. Now, his L2, or my L2 technically, is very good for rapid damage, but this is not actually what its focus is. You can pop it, like a lot of your abilities, you can pop it for rapid damage for you I want to kill specifically and then get the fuck out. You can do that, but what it's mostly designed to do is it only on the pop, or do I have to be far enough away? It's meant to block damage. Every single time you hear the ting or see a ting basically on your input, your reticle, whenever you see the ting when Iron Fist is doing this, that's because he's actually, how do I... Maybe that doesn't work. Some things are a little bit jank because this game is basically still in beta, but you know what I'm talking about if you played this game at all. The ting 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 is because he's punching your bullets away. Think of it like that. But I think you can actually melee him like how, I can just show you. You can punch through this. Whenever you have a, I was going to say Star-Lord. Whenever you have a Doctor Strange, had the same problem I had last video, on the enemy team that you really want to kill because it's very low, punch him. Just punch him. You can't shoot through the shield, but you can punch through the shield. And you'll be able to kill him. It's the same with like Reinhardt and Overwatch, that general thing, to make it have a little bit more balance. Now, going back to Iron Fist.
Immortality comes with a price, but I was
sorry, I had extra nose. Now, Going back to Iron Fist, his kit overall is very good, very helpful, and does a whole lot of things if your team can work around him with every single character in this game. If your team can work around the character, you can do a whole lot of good shit, which is why I'm ending off with ending off with Hulk and good gameplay for Hulk, because holy shit, Hulk is really good if you know how to play him and play around him, because there's some really good shit both ways. Now, and the last bit will cover the first bit and vice versa, because there are some good counterplays between both of the Wolverine and the Hulk, like Wolverine versus Hulk and different things like that. It is gorgeous how this game works. Which means whenever there's Deadpool, there needs to be a good 3-part way for that fighting style. Or if Deadpool ever gets introduced, there's going to be some amazing synergy in gameplay, without talking about the synergies like up here. These don't even really matter half the time. Some of them are like backup supers. Just read what it does for those two. It's basically a backup super. To really helpful as well. Try and think of just a very decent, just one to have. Very decent, just one to have. It is an extra ability, does something. Still haven't really played Magneto. Magneto's not really my cup of tea. After I get through every single character that is my cup of tea, or a good bit of them, I will play Magneto. But this is also just a very good ability to have. That general thing. It's not really good. It's not busted like this is just a super. This is just a good ability.
Look who just showed up.
And his synergies are really good. And some characters even have 2 synergies. Like Groot has 2 synergies that if you get them both off, you can do some crazy... Or, is it Groot? No, it's Hulk. Hulk has that synergy. Where's Iron Man? And that synergy. Both of them giving him both of those bonuses that are only with Hulk. So there's some downside there. So if they have a Wolverine on the enemy team, even a Wolverine, they're going to be able to annihilate you. But a Wolverine... No, he doesn't have a big synergy. Cool. I thought he would have a bonus, but he doesn't. Also, if you don't know, that symbol there means it is the anchor, basically. Excuse me, if you don't hear me, I had to burp. That symbol means they're the anchor point for a synergy, regardless of what the synergy is. Now, Iron Fist's abilities are very good when Iron Fist's abilities are crazy good, and there's a good segue into Hulk, because Hulk's super makes his abilities fucking crazy, or ability fucking crazy. Now, his ultimate, Iron Fist ultimate, I thought I said it wrong, is very good, and you're meant to pop it as a very good get in there and annihilate them. And if you see something very cool about this ult, the lunge. The lunge does not say get up in their face, it is just a very good ranged ult, which helps you out, or ranged ult comparatively to melee them. Ult. It is very handy and very helpful for how you can do it, but a cool thing like you just saw there, punching them away, that can help out. With the movement alone can help out with all sorts of things here and there, depending on what you're actually trying to do. These characters are very versatile, and keep that in mind watching any one of my videos on Marval Rivals. Each character is versatility to the extreme of what that character is, because something kind of cool. If you think about it from an in-universe standpoint, how would you really fight half the things that they fight? Versatility. Versatility is the key to victory. Literally. In real life and not in real life, versatility is the key to victory. Now, the last thing I'm going to cover, or last character I'm going to cover, is Bruce Banner, Hulk, and then Warbreaker Hulk. Don't know if Warbreaker and Basic Hulk are 2 separate entities, but Bruce and Hulk are 2 separate entities, and think of them as such, because they are basically separate entities. Now, sorry about that. I got a text in the family chat. Don't know what it was. Not going to look at it because that'll take up your time. Now, and it'll take up your time because I can't edit really. I'm on PS5. Whenever I do get a connection between my PS5 to my PC, I'll be making videos from my PS5 to my PC. I refuse to play on PC. I am a PlayStation gamer through and through. No matter what happens, I'm most likely to constantly play on PlayStation, or at least controller. I'm the controller player through and through with aim assist. I need aim assist, and those people that say aim assist is busted, please walk forward in any game of your choosing and hold down trigger. Don't aim. Don't look with your joystick. Just hold down the trigger and see what happens, because that's what you say people can do. See what happens, please. Now, with that said, Bruce Banner's abilities, you're actually designed to go around Bruce Banner and Hulk. First, you're supposed to stay a Bruce Banner for a good bit, getting crits, doing a good bit of damage, and just fighting. Body shots aren't really what you're supposed to do, but to be honest, at range, That's not bad, like with an Iron Man at the enemy team, something like that. That's not bad to do, so you can just like pepper them. But crits are where it's going to come in real handy if you're really good with that. I'm not, and the reticle is also kind of fucking with me itself. If you don't know, this could be fucking you up as well if you're more accurate than what you are in this game. The reticle, because of the view, and the view itself does come in handy, you will actually feel the view. Like if you are like this, you can't actually shoot. Keep that in mind because you're actually shooting from the gun itself, which is beautiful gameplay design, 10 out of 10. I love that feature alone. That is basically 10 out of 10 gameplay. Everything in this game is 10 out of 10 gameplay, but that is on the Hall of Fame worthy whenever a game has that, because holy shit. Because if you don't know, most games have like multiple different hitboxes basically for your gun, your character, your view, all these different things. This game only has one from what I've been feeling out. Your one view is everything. You see everything. This is everything. There is no like from your animation to a character to another screen's animation. It is everything. Even when you're going up and down Groot as one of the little adorable shits, Rocket Raccoon or Jeff, that is actually the animation. You are seeing what is happening. Imagine trying to shoot that little shit. And I say that as a term of endearment. I have a chihuahua in my house. He's Coco. He's an adorable little shit. He is so fucking adorable. All I see is Buzz, even though, and I mean Buzz like he's just hyperactive, even though I only see that, I know he's actually really intelligent and different things like that. And for a dog, mind you, he's not like doing ABCs, 1, 2, 3. He's still intelligent for a dog, though. But
I'm guessing those are the bad
that
guys.
entire thing is just adorable little shit. And I also main Groot, not Groot. I really like playing Groot. I'm not really good with Groot because I don't have any teams to work with me, but if you don't know what I mean, watch my previous video. Groot is played very well, or played interestingly and well around the gameplay, because you're not supposed to block line of sights. When you start blocking line of sights as your base input, you're fucking up as Groot. Just saying that out loud. I don't say that mid-match because that's just kind of mean, but if you're watching this video and got this far, keep that in mind. If you're playing Groot and you're using them as walls, you're kind of fucking up, or something is fucked up in general, because you might need to oh fuck wall, or oh fuck wall with your ultimate in tandem to do whole fuck ton of damage. Because even against a whole team, you're going to delete them if you do it right. Now, with all that said, and something kind of cool, something I did not specify in the last video, and all these videos are meant to be one good series, so I'm going to try and do some overlap here and there, which is why I don't care about this. If you use, I'm not going to worry about showing it to you. If you use the ult and then place the wall in between two characters or multiple characters, it does not matter. You'll be able to still do the damage because they can be on either side of the wall to get the damage done to them. Keep that in mind. Now, his abilities, Bruce Banner's abilities, are very good. His gun itself is very good, but his grenade is actually really good. For the high damage for how this game functions, and good movement. That movement alone can and will save your team, save yourself, and can allow you to have a very good jump. It's not that good for distance, but it's that good for verticality. Because, like, for an example, I cannot jump up here. As much as I can, actually. Like this. Ooh. Then can I? Yeah! Very good jump. I am still feeling out the exact jump height, because stuff like this is why I say I'm not perfect or really good. I am decent, or I am really good. I'll say really good, not perfect with this game yet, because of how this game functions. But all these different things go in tandem for how he plays. But the biggest thing about one of the biggest things that tacks onto the biggest thing is whenever you're Bruce Banner popping Hulk. If you saw there, I took no damage even though he was still shooting me, and then I went to full HP. It is beautiful. But with that key thing of popping ultimate, popping into Hulk, giving you that HP, giving you that HP, it only works when you are in rage. When you start seeing the green on you, that's when you're immortal. When you don't have that and you're still in the animation, you are still technically killable. So if somebody's spamming damage down range, be careful and good luck kind of thing. But the best thing about Bruce Banner and Hulk, this entire combination I'm talking about, the thing that makes this ability fucking broken, if you play around it properly and do different things like that, and if the enemy team does not focus you and all these different things, there's a lot of playroom with this. It's fucking gorgeous how this game works. Just, you'll see. And I'm doing this so you can see how much health, how many damage shots it takes, because this is actually very good damage because of how this game works. Or, relatively speaking, rate of fire is not that good. Look at his ult regen. I'm not the greatest with it, but look at his ult regen. Say for an example, you're in the middle of a fight. There's a whole lot of boys grouped up. That grenade hits multiple boys. You're getting that super energy. And you're also peppering into them, hitting every single shot because you're that damn good. They just dropped you from Hulk, forgot about you, didn't really care because you're Baby Diva. That doesn't really matter. And then you do damage to all of them. A little bit here and there, but 3 seconds later, because literally you can do that, I've done it, I think you'll actually see in the gameplay, you're back in Hulk, fucking them up. And you see, if it's the same gameplay, and even with you will see, if they were not expecting it, their reactions of, look at you, if they're decent players. Look at you, say, oh my god, how are you Hulk again? And try their abilities to try and kill you right there. But, segueing into Hulk, because Hulk himself is fucking crazy, his R1, or my R1, allows you to have that good range and damage right then and there. His L2 is R2, not L2, is infinite ammo swing. So basically swing to your heart's content, and it doesn't even drop your movement speed. So just keep swinging. That is my #1 tip for Hulk. Just keep fucking swinging. And keep doing some of that here and there, that general thing. And from Hulk to Super Hulk, this is your main thing. Spam this, spam R1. Keep doing this because you'll see why. Even when you're in Super Hulk, you'll see why. Now, his not L1, R1. I keep mixing up words. It's not the inputs. I know the input. I'm just mixing up the word. Now, I did say, fuck, I thought I said R1, not L1. L1. His L1 is very good because of what it actually does. Now, that alone is an instant. You can't do anything, but it also counts like you cannot cap the point. So say for an example, you're 99%, they're basically full on overtime, or they're about to go out of overtime, you're about to win the match, only one person gets up, they can't cap it and they lose. Ta-da! Or they can't contest it, they lose. Ta-da! There we go. And it's very good. The only thing is when you hit it, even if you don't think you're going to, when you hit it, don't hit them with any ability because it turns it off. But you don't have to worry about your allies hitting them. It's not going to do like a anagram situation. They're not going to wake up. Just you yourself cannot hit them. Think like gamma and gamma cancels out gamma. Something like that. Gamma cancels out gamma. That general thing. But you can use this to get rid of flying enemies, or bring flying enemies to you, because if they're in the air, they'll get stunned, can't fly, and drop down to the ground. But while they're on the ground, you can do something like boom, 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 or... And this entire thing is the tips for Hulk. I'm not actually going to go into the tips and tricks for Hulk. I'm going to go into tips and tricks for Wolverine. Actually, I don't think there really is any tips and tricks I have for Wolverine. Or Iron Fist, really. You know, I'm actually going to quickly check that out, because I don't think there really is anything for Iron Fist. In this game, figure out your sensitivity. Please have it a little bit higher, because you do need a little bit higher sensitivity to look around. But for a good reference frame, have your sensitivity where you can, in theory, keep up with somebody just strafing left or right. That is a good, just general basis, because they will strafe left or right, and that's all they really got in a FPS or third-person shooter, technically. Battler, actually, because there's more melee characters than shooting characters, but Iron Fist, just making sure. There we go. Do not have that on and have that on. That is my biggest thing. Have those two on or off, depending on how you have them, and you'll go far. Wolverine don't have anything. Hulk don't have anything. Actually, just gonna make sure I'm getting Hulk since I'm on this. That's Ella. Boom. Hulk. You're gonna want that. That, I wish actually did something. It doesn't. Ooh, I can. Okay. Glad that it actually saves between the two. Ooh, that means I can go from circle there. Hell yeah. Sorry about that, Flim. Oh, wait, no, not circle there. P dot. Don't want P dot. There, and don't want get OP there. Ah, it's only for the abilities. Shit. No, I'm gonna have that because that helps overall. Sorry about that. Okay. The reason why I only have 2 that I have saved is because when you're dealing with more accuracy, you're gonna want a better just clear dot when there are very small hitboxes, general things like that for your bullet. That's what I do with this. When it comes to this, it is big hitbox for what I'm doing for damage and overall abilities. That is why I have that. It allows me to say, oh, I can have it in this general range, not pinpoint. Basically. Gonna go into his last ability, then gonna get into his ult. Excuse me, sorry about that. I had to burp even though you didn't hear me. His last ability, not his ult, is very good. It is kind of the best panic support ult, even though, okay, think of this as a Zarya bubble and an AoE that gives everyone a Zarya bubble. Because everyone in that burst there gets the Zarya bubble. And it's actually pretty good. I think they can even have a foot in and they'll get the Zarya bubble. It's pretty good. But it is a very good Zarya bubble because, oh, it even says, no, it doesn't say the HP. It's a very good Zarya bubble that has an amount of HP that is actually pretty good. You can survive some pretty crazy shit just by pressing square, and it works exactly like that. Just boom. Which you can pop on allies with the ability to do this. So you can say, oh shit, Iron Man, I'm on my way! Yeet! Boom. And save them, if you're good with it. You can do all sorts of crazy things with it. And with the jump in view, this jump is your bread and butter. And keep in mind, if you have like 2 buttons for jump, like I have L2 and hold X, which is why I'm able to look around and stuff, but you're able to do shit like this. Use that to your advantage. Sure, you're making a lot of noise, but they're gonna think you're on the ground, not on the fucking walls. You can't grab slanted things like that. You have to grab very... Let's even grab... Okay, you can grab slightly slanted walls, which is very handy to allow you to have some pretty good movement overall. And as I was saying, they just hear the jump and the thud. They don't know where exactly you are per jump or thud. And there's no way. Ooh, I could have jumped far enough. I know. Okay. This jump is your bread and butter that you can use to get up places, get a better angle, and say there's somebody over here. Yeet, boom, immune, go to what you want to do. Kind of thing. You could do some crazy combos with this character, which is why I said in the previous video, I am maining this character when it comes to comp. Which is why I said, starting this video, people cannot understand, people do not ask questions, people just start bitching and complaining. I do try my best to say what I'm trying to do with Hulk or Groot, because both characters are played very differently than what you would think and the community overall thinks, but besides the point, if I could get a good team together, holy shit, I would slaughter face. I would be able to most definitely get 3 tiers in comp than what I am now. Bare minimum, if I had a good team that I could help teach and general things like that. But, last thing on his abilities, because his abilities overall are kind of fucking busted. This specifically is kind of fucking busted, and not for the very funny, very cool, run up, obliterate them. Not for that. But something very, very cool about that, I do want to show something off. I just want to show it off because this is very funny, and hopefully I do not expect this to actually work, but there is an achievement where if you do that puny god on the puny god, and I mean puny god, the puny god because of the movie, if you do this to the actual Loki, you will gain an achievement for Hulk, and it is fucking gorgeous. Now, with that said, that is your bread and butter. Oh, did I just... You don't spam melee. You just spam this shit. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Okay. And that is why you spam melee with it. Because it's all in a 1 second cooldown, so you can do a melee and then swing, which is another perfect example of how this game is made from the ground up. This game is most definitely made with like scoreboard skills, like not skill streaks. Overall, this is the maximum minimum of how much damage these characters can do because of how this game is made, or how this game is played. This game is fucking gorgeous. And if you don't know, this game is 100% free to play. I highly suggest playing it at least a little bit because this game has a big roster. Each character in this game feels like the character in the comic books, the lore, whatever media you want to think of. Even fucking Spider-Man can whip around like a fucking maniac! Just woo! With an extra jump here and there if you really want to. And the ability to just disappear. The only thing that he cannot do, he cannot have a very good, which I'm going to get into more details of how he plays and things like that. I will do this for you if you really want to see it. But if this was the ability to pull to a target, like, boom, I want up there. That'll be perfect even with the cooldown, because as it stands right now, I will show off what it does. It's to get over here, or a good get to me. It's very cool how that functions. But with all that said, shown and done, I will show you a clip or a match of Hulk. I don't think it will be just Hulk. I do think I play a couple characters here and there, but you will see the powers of all these different abilities, even the wall jump at the end-ish, and you will see the power of this character. This character is really good if people actually understand how this character is played. So with all that said, shown and done, I hope you enjoy the video, and this last clip here.
The mistakes have gotten a little bit bigger than the neighborhood, haven't they?
I'm thinking of the galactic neighborhood right now.
And,
Oh, it's gonna take more than scrambled timelines to cloud my naturally sunny disposition.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Here's the area we have to capture. Incoming. I'm here. I'd love to study one of these. Thanks. Wish I could heal you back.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. We are undefeatable!
Hey, Dee! Enjoy the amplifier!
Turn that on if it starts to
Got the arm.
Hey, someone scratch my back.
It feels like the spirit of the city just faded away.
Was that too hard? Hulk send his regards. They never stopped Hulk. Everything here breaks. So much to smash.
This is real firepower!
Guess we need
Don't mind me.
Control lost!
If at first you don't succeed... Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Rockets, fire! Thanks. Wish I could heal you back.
Enemy tank! All of them! Please, we're hurt!
Okay, hold your horses. I'll patch you up.
don't like Ox. Smash him.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
The monster is about to come out of its cage. Behold the god of thunder!
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going!
Don't mind me.
The good guy.
Let's try this again.
We are undefeatable! Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
You're most welcome. Observe this area.
Stay away from
Pulse
that arm if
charge.
it starts to hover.
Fire. I can store gamma energy, but anger I have to let go.
Before you attack, get ready.
Spider-Man, hey. I've been meaning to ask you. We should form some kind of group.
Sorry, not really a joiner. I mean, I can't even commit to the Avengers.
Oh, we're teaming up now.
Yeah, for sure. Go team.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
So if the timelines are all entangled, how many MJs are there? It's gonna get complicated.
Thanks. Wish I could heal you back.
The moon haunts you!
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Capture the mission area!
What do these arms do anyway?
Co-op time!
Behold the god of thunder!
Nice catch you up. You're most welcome. Hello there. Hey, team! Enjoy the earth fire!
I can heal you!
You get a web! You get a web! And you get a web! Whoa! These keys! Once I get even dangerous! Game over!
Bombs away!
Gamma shield!
You can't come.
Hold grateful!
I'm trying to help.
Follow the enemy!
Please, we're hurt.
Careful, Nunk. Like the others.
This is real firepower! Pulse charge! Fire! Coming up behind. These keyhole things are dangerous.
Was just a scratch. Stay right there!
Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
Behold the god of thunder!
The area's almost yours.
Stay right there!
Ping the back end!
The moon haunts you!
Let's keep fighting until we have a winner.
No smashing us now!
Heads up, we got it on.
Strong again!
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon! We all help each other. Pulse charge! Fire!
My time to shine.
Pep in my step.
Here we go again.
Destroy. Wish I could heal you back.
Enjoy the amplifier!
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
See an Ankh, destroy an Ankh.
Nice.
Tandy needs help.
Someone scratch my back.
Thanks. Wish I could heal you back.
They got behind you!
Get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon.
They've almost got it!
Poor kid.
The Ankh is removed.
Behold the god of thunder!
This is real firepower.
Pulse charge! Nice going, Webhead.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Everyone wants to take a Hulk smash!
Saving the world.
Double KO!
The moon haunts you!
Undefeatable!
Another one gone dark.
Another epic victory! Big win! You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
How's it going, yo?
Science solves problems.
Oh shit! Hulk's a double anchor! Give me 1 second! Max health and max health! Oh!
30 seconds.
Ah, it doesn't work in Bruce mode!
We really should be in the lab.
Well, I do my best.
Okay, just so y'all know, I am going to basically be maining Bruce Banner, but with Hulk as a panic top, because swapping into Hulk gives you full health. So it actually has benefits, like for an example, if you're in Team Jet Wolverine, you do more damage when somebody has more health. You are a tank obliterator. Since Bruce only has 200 health, you can obliterate me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got you.
They're up ahead.
Hell yeah, let's tear him up!
Thanks. Wish I could heal you back.
Ah, I didn't know there was a venom up my ass.
That vehicle to its destination.
Sniper's locked in on us.
Journey into mystery. We're ex-sniper.
You were expecting the Hulk?
Good shit. And keep in mind, it's not their health currently, it's their total. So tear them a new one.
Glad I could help.
Also, Loki's totem things that reverse healing or reverse damage into healing destroy the crystals on top of them. Just follow the line up and you'll destroy the crystal. If you destroy the crystal, you make it where you can't do that anymore. It's like the heart of the ability.
Thanks. Wish I could heal you back. Our enemies are near.
Someone is attacking from afar.
Attack an enemy here.
Punisher is inside.
There! Don't turn back now!
Turret has been demolished. Out of sight. This time I need healing.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Look out below!
Good. Stronger again. Don't like red dot on green skin. Hey.
Thank you. They got a sniper. I'm going for it.
Beware, a sniper.
Where exactly is she? If somebody can mark her, I'm going for it.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
This together. This location
Sniper.
must be
Better
Thank you.
journey into mystery.
Where'd she go?
Right. You're mine. Hulk snap sniper.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Judge, jury, executioner. No smashing us now. Second. Hulk happy to help. We are Venom. Strong again.
Usually I create my own shield.
Can't win without hope.
Journey into mystery.
Your powers are mine!
Maximum pulse!
Second chances. Target this enemy.
Plasma burst!
Our foes have arrived.
Punisher's turret is firing. Hit it! Keep an eye on this spot. What do I hit next?
Don't like red dot on green skin. Strong again.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Heavy power.
Sniper, get the cover.
Hulk hurting. Hulk hurting.
So close. This is your big chance.
The wolves are all out of
Sorry about that. I was not trying to take it. I was trying to help you with it, though.
Berserker! Rage!
This is real firepower!
Judge, jury, executioner!